Mastering corrective action. Revolutionize your policies or risk repeating the same mistakes. Which approach should we take when handling corrective actions that necessitate substantial revisions to our existing policies, procedures, or processes, in order to ensure the effective implementation of these changes and minimize the risk of similar incidents occurring in the future? When handling corrective actions that require substantial revisions to existing policies, procedures, or processes, a structured approach is essential to ensure the effective implementation of these changes and minimize the risk of similar incidents occurring in the future. This approach should incorporate the following key elements. 1. Definition of the scope and objectives. Clearly define the scope of the corrective action, including the specific policies, procedures, or processes that require revision. Establish specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART, objectives for the implementation of the changes. 2. Conduct a thorough root cause analysis. Perform a comprehensive root cause analysis to identify the underlying causes of the incident or issue that led to the need for corrective action. This analysis should consider human factors, equipment, materials, and environmental factors that contributed to the incident. 3. Establish a cross-functional team. Assemble a cross-functional team consisting of subject matter experts from relevant departments, including quality assurance, operations, engineering, and training. This team will be responsible for revising the policies, procedures, or processes and ensuring their effective implementation. 4. Revision of policies, procedures, or processes. The cross-functional team should revise the relevant policies, procedures, or processes to address the root causes identified in the analysis. The revisions should be based on industry best practices, regulatory requirements, and organizational standards. 5. Development of implementation plan. Create a detailed implementation plan that outlines the steps necessary to implement the revised policies, procedures, or processes. The plan should include timelines, milestones, and responsible personnel for each task. 6. Training and competency development. Develop a comprehensive training program to ensure that all personnel affected by the revised policies, procedures, or processes are adequately trained and competent to perform their duties. The training program should include both classroom and on-the-job training, as well as assessments to verify competence. 7. Communication and stakeholder engagement. Develop a communication plan to inform and engage all stakeholders, including employees, customers, suppliers, and regulatory bodies, about the revised policies, procedures, or processes. Communication should be clear, concise, and timely, and should address any concerns or questions stakeholders may have. 8. Verification and validation. Verify and validate that the revised policies, procedures, or processes are effective in preventing similar incidents from occurring in the future. This should include monitoring and measurement of key performance indicators, KPIs, to ensure that the desired outcomes are being achieved. 9. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Establish a system for continuous monitoring and improvement of the revised policies, procedures, or processes. This should include regular review and assessment of the effectiveness of the changes, as well as opportunities for ongoing improvement and refinement. 10. Lessons learned and knowledge management. Document the lessons learned from the corrective action and implement a knowledge management system to capture and share best practices, insights, and expertise gained from the experience. 11. Auditing and compliance. Schedule regular audits to ensure compliance with the revised policies, procedures, or processes, and to identify opportunities for further improvement. 12. Management review and approval. Obtain management review and approval of the revised policies, procedures, or processes, as well as the implementation plan, to ensure that senior leadership is committed to the changes and is providing the necessary resources and support. By following this structured approach, organizations can ensure the effective implementation of substantial revisions to their existing policies, procedures, or processes, and minimize the risk of similar incidents occurring in the future.